Ene Tuesday 23rd September 2025 ene ukopiem NPP headquarters Asalam Dowona na chase NPP aspirants no so omo into presidential race no ene omo dodo na vetting na Canada akompeko Japan akọ ne vetting na wiye wedi nkomo de nsema to dwa vetting no mu de so questions ye busa no wa cheche nsem bebre ho san so ene Bryan Champon ono so ekopiem vetting ne NPP headquarters Asalam Dowona ono so de nsema to dwa chese ono so koye no questions ye busa no wa cheche nsem ho enche iketi amon beto nsem bi ba picture so se NPP party no mo nton emfa ma the highest bidder Bryan Champon eden sem amane no na ye hya se emfi Canada akompreko Japan ho enti ene awia around be 12-11 ho na Canada akompreko Japan ekopie mu ye NPP headquarters for the vetting. Now vetting we no obaye ene ebusa no se vetting mu no de ben ene course boyemu.
Second time coming to such a vetting, was it any different from the first time you came?
Oh, not really. I was prepared. So I believe I answered all the questions. And they know I'm ready to be president of this country. Yeah.
What were your major takeaways from today's session?
Oh, they really wanted to know why I want to be president and my vision for the country as well as the party.
Okay.
So I enumerated a couple of points and how I'm going to address some problems. So basically that was the interview. They know I've been through and through party man for so long. So I didn't face any serious questions or they didn't antagonize me because they know my potential already. But they asked tangible and reasonable, I would say reasonable questions. They were not hostile to me. And I was free to answer their questions.
According to Canada, was a vetting the Bibia Echo Kama. And no, there's a question you busan or vetting say. According to Canada Compreko Japan, or say obey president of Ghana, obey you so the Asian model and editors or the movie Ghana, or church is a mo, or send you see mo, a vetting committee.
I imagine you plan to use the Asian model to develop Ghana.
I said it there too. Mm-hmm. I told them and explained what I mean by Asian model. I have seen some proof. Let me explain further. The Asian model, what they did that time when they decided to compete with Europe and America was that they identified potential talents and potential businessmen and funded their projects like Daewoo, Hyundai, Samsung in Korea, for instance. They made conscious efforts to support them by giving them loans. And the loans, what they did was that if Mr. Honorable Kwaku Kwarteng decides to build this building, they will ask for the cost of the raw materials and where he's going to get the raw materials from. The government then sends the money to the company manufacturing the raw materials. And they will give you a couple of months. If you tell them the imports or your raw materials or whatever equipment you're going to use will arrive in 3 months. In 3 months, the following week, 3 months, 1 week, they are there to inspect if indeed you receive the equipment. Now, what they do is that the government partners the individual, the private sector. So they will win themselves off when you finish paying the loan. Then it becomes your business. And in business, the most difficult part is the capital. So if government supports you to get the capital and you run it well, you become a millionaire. This is how they've been able to expand their businesses. India, Dubai, all the Asian, that is how the model they use. And I think because Ghana, we don't have capital for our businesses. Set up businesses, initially they are very tough. They lack finance.
Nti away from Kennedy akwampreko Japan, yankwa Bryan Champo ho. Na Bryan Champo edi nkomo. Na after vete no, ensem yebusa no. Na manfo ka se ne manfo si to nsem emane omo ho in eye omodest presidential race no. Eno na Bryan Champo chire ma say ye to mane ye ho de eye normal.
The final one, you've been very vocal, especially on the campaign trail, where some of the aspirants have said that you are throwing subtle jabs at them. There have been responses as well. If given the chance, some of the things that you said, would you retract them?
There have been a few jabs. I think there will be a couple more. We are embarking on a campaign. I mean, I will be hit. Others will be hit. It's part of the campaign. It's normal in our politics, except that wisdom must be applied for you to know the line beyond which you are infuriating somebody. That will make unity post-election difficult. But the regular jabs of pecking people's faces, those ones will happen. We just have to make sure that we don't poke the eyes, and that will become a problem. I don't think that it came in that form. The vetting largely is based on your qualification to be a presidential candidate and to satisfy the constitutional requirement. That is what the vetting is about. There were some side questions more about how we bring the party together, or the vision on how, when you become a candidate, unite us to win. Those questions were answered square and fair. I took an oath in there not to discuss the details of the vetting committee. If you are to ask me on another forum of my vision for the party and the country, I will be able to tell you. But for the things that happen inside the vetting committee, because of the oath that I took.
Eno we be chirem de course e wo vetting na say. O chirem a vetting ankasa de just a conversation bi e na just a course wo ho no. Enye ade gidigidi bia. De obeyama party no, de obeyama Ghana e na akoka wo ho no.
Territory party headquarters. I've been here, a member of this party. I met with the committee and standard questions. It's a vetting. It's not an interview. It's a vetting to see whether I qualify. And as a member of parliament, it's very easy to qualify for such a vetting unless you have any other thing against you. And I don't have anything. So we just had a normal conversation about how we're going to move our party forward.
And then I just ye and any or more can say party nanka say ye ton at the amount the highest bidder and then same me account was person be a flag bearer at my party in the at least a sakakra. There
was an issue about development fee, 4 million Ghana cedis, which some of the aspirants raised concerns about, saying that is the party now being sold to the highest bidder? Why is the party charging development fee? You are one of the candidates to lead the party. What do you have to say about the development fee?
Well, as far as I am concerned, it was a requirement that came with the forms that we have to pay a development fee. If you are a presidential candidate, you have to be able to demonstrate resourcefulness, to be able to mobilize what is required to fulfill the party's requirement. It has been done. As to whether it is the right amount, fair amount, exorbitant or low, that is up to the party people and the party leadership to decide. I am not for, against. I'm very neutral about it. I think that my team have fulfilled that requirement, and we are ready to embark on our campaign.
Tiano ene Bryan Champo ono so isemo de tudwa after eye ne vetting ono so acheche isemo e wo honom aha e Dowona TV chirawadwen e wo comment section